Some machines have two sides, and neither one is Wife asked me on a Sunday what I do relax. I said I don't, and she said that's not a flex. And she's right, it's not a boast, it's for report. Nothing in the idols, just a whole store of engine that I got and I didn't order it. Some people rest, I just change what I'm hoarding. Learn to swap instead of stop, that's the fix. Not reflex leash and just a different mix of FF. Build a thing with hands when the head's done. Run when the hands are red, red till the sun's gone. Everything's engaged, just not the same part. That's not health advice, that's just my heart. Switch as to both are on, everything is going on. Not a rest and not a pause, just a different set of jaws. No opposition, running either way. Everything I do for rest is something else all day. Nobody believes it, and it's just how I'm made. Base beneath the workshop, never getting paid. Run the whole thing sideways when it can't run straight. That's the only kind of way. Some homes low with the constant turn, low and never getting stirred. Feel the whole machine alert. Doctor asked me if I sleep and I said 8, which surprising sleep is not the debate. I sleep fine deeply from 11 to 7, then I'm on. That's not insomnia, that's just heaven for a certain kind of person and a curse for the same. Both true at once, that's the game. And if everybody tells you to learn how to rest, and you've genuinely tried and it makes you a mess, maybe you swap instead, maybe that's yours. Not everybody's engine has the same doors, just make sure you sleep, that's the opposition, missing. Breaking out, they came from a switch that isn't right by anybody's manual, and it's mine and it works. It's beneath the garage floor, humming with the quirks. Take the whole run and just take the 8 hours. That's the only rule of ours. Some machines have two. Some machines have two settings. Mine sleeps, then goes. My dance can read my last 2 years of a molar. Guard on the nightstand that I finally started wearing. Eat a milk on flat from a decade of not caring. Or rather caring too much in my sleep. Whole jogging through a problem I keep not solving in the day. So it works tonight. Body finishes the shift, that's the fight. Dennis said what happened in 2019, just from the wear, which is the most insanely accurate reading in anyone's given me. Told him and he nodded like a man who could see the whole thing in a tooth. Bodies keep the record. Whether or not the mouth ever said a word, jaw works while the mind's asleep. Everything I couldn't keep comes out sideways, comes out slow. Grinding down what I won't know. Grind teeth rhythm, running through the dark. Everything I didn't say has left an actual mark in bone. Nobody escapes the accounting. Base beneath the mattress, quietly mounting. Wear the old guard, it won't fix the car. That's the only real pause. Sub grind slow with the jaws, slow work. Low and older than the smirk. Feel the body do the clerk. Handle the actual thing in November. Hard conversation that I'd avoided since September. Of a year I won't name, took 40 minutes. Guard still on the nightstand, but there's nothing in it anymore. Dentist checked in April, said it stop. Whole thing solved by a conversation, full stop. And if your body's doing something at night that you hate, grinding, clenching, waking up at it, more tired than you slept. My dentist says the last 6 months are blank good. Three, 4, teaming in. Same minute. Oh, every night this month. Not stress, not coffee, not the light, not the heat. Checked all of them, eliminate the fleet of usual suspects. Just somebody deciding that 314 is a fine time for bribing. At consciousness, no reason and no warning. 26 nights running, that's the morning. Stop fighting it in week 2, that's the key. Lying and furious was the actual enemy. Now I get up every for 40 minutes. Somewhere in there the sleep comes and I'm in it. Again by 4:30, totals about the same. Fighting it cost me an hour. That's the game. Eyes open, no cause it all. Everything against the wall. Not a worry, not a fight, just a body that's not right. Awake against my will. 3:14 sharp. Everything I plan for sleep is playing a different part. Nobody explains it and no doctor can find it. Base beneath the bedroom, quiet aligned with whatever this is. Get up and read. That's the only thing I need. Sub hums low through a house at 3. Low and quieter than me. Feel the hours set me free. Read 40 books that year, which is absurd. Best reading of my life, and I never said a word about the reason. Everybody thought I was disciplined. I was just awake. The discipline was accidental. Whole library out of a broken clock. Still stopped in April, still missing a lot. And if you're up at the same minute every night, stop diagnosing it and stop putting up a fight. Get up to something quiet that you love. The sleep comes back, it's not something you shove into place. Let it move. Against my will, awake, ended in the spring. Everything those hours gave me was an accidental thing. Nobody would choose it at night. Take it back. Base beneath the reading lamp, running down the track. Take the whole hour. It gave me 40 books. That's the only gift it took. 3:14 stopped in April. I sleep now and I miss it. The bar does not care what kind of year you're having. Everything else in my life will negotiate. Boss will accept an excuse if the excuse is great. Life will forgive me 100 small failings. Friends will pretend not to notice the flailing. Bar won't, bar goes up or bar stays down. Cleanest relationship in this whole town. Told myself for a year that I was training hard. Numbers said otherwise, the numbers kept the card. And the card said you were bad at nothing in 11 months. Nobody else would have told me that, not once. That's why I keep the love. The luck is a witness. Everything else in my life has kindness. Wasted, it doesn't lie. Everything you can't deny. Not an opinion, not a slide, just a number. Wrong or right? Barbell Reckoning, honest as a stone. Everything I told myself gets taken to the bone. Oh, out here nobody's polite about a number. Base beneath the platform, waking me from slumber. Load the whole truth, then find out where you are. That's the only honest bar. Sup crashes low with the plate set down. Low and truer than the town. Feel the number, wear the crown. Fix it, took a program and I actually followed. Instead of the thing I invented and swallowed. As intuitive training, which means doing what's fun. Added 40 pounds in a serious. Then is an area where everybody's kind to you. Love you, take the shock, that's the only unlock lock. Reckoning at the barbell, 40 pounds on everything I lied about for a year is gone from the record, and the record is the only friend. Face beneath the rubber floor, honest to the end. Take the whole number, it's got nothing to give. Something in my chest goes off before anything happens. Alarm in the ribs, lock down 9 seconds early. Before the phone rings, before the door, before surely anything has actually occurred at all. Body's got a siren mounted on the wall of my chest, and it fires on a hair trigger. 29 years of learning to live with it. Was a liability for most of my 20s. Every false alarm cost me about 20 minutes of a day, and there were 40 a day. Do the math, that's a whole life given away to a smoke detector with no fire beneath. They couldn't turn it off, learned instead to read it. Klaxon goes nice, 9 seconds out. Everything's a maybe shout. Not a warning, not a truth, just a very early proof. Klaxon Ribs, screaming at the nothing. Everything my body flags is usually not something that matters, and occasionally it's everything big. Face beneath the sternum, permanently ring. Read the whole alarm, then decide yourself. That's the only working shelf. Subway's low behind the ribs, low and louder than it gives. Feel the whole alarm outlet. Now it's an asset about 4 times a year. Something's wrong in a room and I'm the first to hear it. It took a decade to separate the 4 from the 400, and I still get it wrong. Then I like, but I trust it about a third of the time. That's a working system, that's the climb. And if your body's alarm goes off for no reason, if you've been called dramatic every single season, the alarm isn't broken, the calibration is off. Don't obey it and don't scoff at it either. Just log it, that's enough. Clearly I'm not sane. Go deaf for a Friday, I'm saying the sensation of being physically moved by vibration is a thing humans have chased for 10,000 years. Drums, then cannons, then a wall of speakers. Volume climbs past the ear. Everything is atmosphere. Not a sound and not a song, just a pressure going wrong. Loud enough to hurt, past the point of hearing. Everything I came for is arriving and it is clearing out my head entirely. That's the whole purchase. Space beneath the barricade, doing actual surface. Take the whole pressure, it empties you out. That's the only way to shout. Sub slam slow through a body of bone, low and taking the whole zone. Feel the ribcage on loan. Walked out at 3 with my ears in a fog, sat on a curb like a genuinely tired dog, completely empty of every single thought that had followed me around for a month. That's what I bought. Not entertainment, a pressure washer for the mind. Cheapest therapy that a person can find. And if you never stood where the sound gets physical, if your relationship with volume has been sensible, once a year, go stand in it, wear the plugs. There's a thing that happens that a high room shrugs. Stop, let it hit you. That's the drug. Hurt by the loudness, ringing into dawn. Everything I carried in there is completely gone. Nobody explains why the pressure does that. Face beneath the pavement where I finally sat. Take the whole ring and it fades in a day. That's the only price I pay. It was loud enough to hurt. And I'm empty now. There's a version of me behind glass, and today I need him. Kept him in there since a year, I don't discuss. Guy who did whatever, who was genuinely ruthless. About a goal, I put him away on purpose because he cost me people and he wasn't worth this. Life I've got now, but every 3 or 4 years something arrives that only he clears. This March it arrived, the thing that would end everything I built if I handled it like a friend would want me to. So I broke the glass, took him out for 11 days and he was fast and ugly and effective, then I put him back. That's the whole system, that's the pack. Glass breaks, the only stance. Everything in his hands. Not forever, not a life, just 11 days of night. Break with the glass, take the version out. Everything he does for me is not what I'm about anymore, and he's still in there and he still works. Space beneath the office floor, running with the quirks. Use the whole 11, then seal it back up. That's the only broken cut. Sub cracks low with the shattered pain, low and older than the name. Feel the old self take back. Wife noticed on day 3, she said he's back. Not scared, just observing, and she gave me the track. I needed how long? I said 11. She said okay, and she guarded the 7 days after. That's a marriage, that's the actual thing. Somebody who knows both of you, that's the ring. And if you've got an old version, you had to retire. Somebody effective who set your life on fire. You don't have to kill him, you can just glass him in. Some problems only that guy can win. Then put him back, that's the discipline. Glass broken, then repaired. Everything he handled was a thing I wouldn't dare to touch. Is who I am, and that's fine, that's design. Face Your body starts the engine 40 minutes before you wake. Cortisol spikes at about 4 in the morning. Every human, every night without warning or consent. That's your system preparing to be a person. It's chemistry not caring. Nobody told me not that I was broken. Waking up, white and fall with the day unspoken. Hey, hey, hey. Doctor explained it in about 90 seconds. Said it's called the awakening response, and it reckons with your whole day. Spikes highest when you're stressed. That's why the 4 a.m. brain is obsessed with every problem. It's not insight, it's chemical. Best information anyone has ever given sensible. For hits, the system fires everything the body requires. Not a thought and not a sign, just a chemical time. Cortisol anthem playing every dawn. Everything that scares me at that hour is a con. Run by my own bloodstream on a very old schedule. Base beneath the bedroom floor, chemical and lethal. Wait the whole spike out. It's gone by 7, that's the only thing I'm giving. Subclimb slow with the hormones rise. Low and matching the whole size. Feel the chemistry disguise. Now when I wake at 4 with a chest full of dread, I say that's the cortisol out loud in my head, and it does not fix it, but it labels it correctly, which reduces it by half, honestly, directly. Every problem at 4 looks unsolvable. By 9, it's a test, that's the whole motto. And if your worst thoughts all arrive before 5, and you take them seriously because they feel so alive. That's a hormone, not a profit. It's not information. Write it down, read it at 10. That's the operation. Half of it dissolves. That's the salvation. Anthem of cortisol, quiet after 7. Everything that terrified me got taken to heaven by a coffee and an hour and a chemical decline. Face beneath the kitchen counter, running down the line. Take the whole spike, it's just the engine turning. That's the only morning warm-up. The engine started at 4, I let it warm up. I wasn't very good at the thing that cost me the most. 17 quick hands and a temper that arrived before any sentence I could ever have contrived. That's a real advantage in about 4 situations, and a catastrophe in 400 relations. Won every fight and lost every friendship. Nobody explains that until it's your ship. Cousin sat me down at 22, said plainly, you're not tough, you're just fast, and it's mainly because you can't hold a feel of fear 4 seconds. That landed harder than anything if it reckons with. Took me a year to admit he was right. Speed isn't strength, that's the whole fight. Heat comes, the hands go first. Everything is at its worst. Not a between the feeling and the doing, and the gap is clean. 4 seconds long, built it over 11 years. Cost me most of my 20s and a lot of tears. And to whoever's fast and proud of being fast, that reflex is a debt and it will not last as an asset every year. It costs you more. Build the 4 seconds. It's the only door out of a life at war. Words before fists, finally in that order. Everything I broke back then was over a border. I drew myself and I've stopped drawing them. Base beneath the kitchen table, quiet again. Take the whole 4 seconds. They cost me a decade. That's the only thing I've made. I was very good at it. I've been better since I stopped. For 8 weeks a year, I am not a balanced person. Everybody's very into balance these days. Sustainable pace at a moderate pace. Of effort forever, and mostly I agree. 10 months a year, I'm as balanced as can be. Then there's a season, and the season is different. 8 weeks of a man who is genuinely militant. Sleep goes to 6, the social goes to 0. Wife knows the date, she's a genuine hero. About it, we planned it, it's on the calendar. Not a crisis, not a spiral, not a scandal or an emergency. It's the season, it's chosen. Everything great I built came out of the frozen. 8 weeks, no other thing. Everything is on the swing, not forever, not alive. Just as the season left. Overdrive season, running past the red. Everything I set aside is waiting up ahead. For 8 weeks, nobody sustains this, and nobody should. Face beneath the office floor, running like it should. Take the whole season, then fall fully down. That's the only working crown. Sub wars low through an 8-week run, low and brighter than the sun. Feel the whole calendar come undone. Done. Week 9 I stop completely, that's the trick. 2 full weeks of doing absolutely nothing quick or useful. Everybody skips that part, then they wonder why the whole thing falls apart. By March, the season only works with the after. Sprint and collapse, that's the rafter. And if you're being told to find a sustainable pace, that's correct for most of the year and most of the race. But some things only yield to a season of excess. Plan and dated, warn the people, then press and plan the collapse too. That's the yes. Season overdrive, ending on a Friday. Everything I burned for 8 weeks paid in one payday. Nobody balanced ever made the thing I made. Face beneath the whole quarter, finally paid. Take the whole 8, then take the whole rest. That's the only working test. For 8 weeks I'm not balanced. For 44 I am. Same problem on the board for the whole outing. Every year push ahead got stuck, you're just early. Wish I knew like nothing at the time, and surely what's the most useful thing anybody's told me? Kept at it into December and then slowly, no, not slowly, instantly at a bus stop, hoping arranged itself full stop. Pieces sit, then they turn. Everything you couldn't learn arrives complete in half a beat. Nothing gradual, just a seed. The moment it clicks, nothing leads up to it. Everything you ground through was the fuel, but you knew it wouldn't feel like fuel. It felt like failing. Base beneath the bus stop and sailing. Wait for the whole click, it arrives on its own. That's the only thing I've known. Sub hum slow with the pieces turned low and easier to learn. Feel the whole shape, not return. Teach now, same subject, 22 years on. Every year a kid says the same thing I said and I'm gone. Right back to the desk, I tell them you're early. And about a third of them come back to me surly. And delighted in December or in May, saying it clicked, best part of the day. And if you're grinding on something that will not open, and you've started to suspect that you're broken, you're not stuck, you're early. That's the entire difference between quitting and the fire. Catching, stay a month longer, go higher. It clicked in a moment after 11 months. Everything I couldn't do, I did all at once. Nobody could give it to me, and everybody said, face beneath the classroom floor, running in my head. Take the whole grind in. The click is the payment. That's the only real statement. 11 months, then 4 seconds. Worth it. They hit me with everything, and my face did not move. Board meeting, 11 people in a document full of things about me that were confident. False read out loud by a man in a jacket. Whole room watching to see if I'd crack it open. I sat there with my hands very still. Took the entire thing. That's the skill. Insert an order point by point quietly. Didn't defend, just corrected politely. And with dates, that's a whole weapon. Motion is what they're fishing for, they prepped in. Events for tears or for shouting or leaving. I gave them a calendar, that's the grieving. The land eyes open wide. Not a courage, not a nerve, just a flow beneath the curve. Zero left and the whole thing gets clear. Everything I guarded is a thing that isn't here anymore. And I move, I can never move. Face beneath the empty room. Finally prove. Spend the whole nothing. It's the fastest I've been. That's the only place to win. Sub rolls low through an empty flat. Low and lighter than all that. Feel the whole weight. Leave the Built it back over a year and a half. Different shape and considerably more staff. Everybody asks what the turning point was. Tell them I ran out and they think it's a buzzword. It isn't, it's the little event. Nothing left, everything's spent then when. And if you're guarding a small pile of something, moving slow because you're scared of the crumbling. The pile is what's slowing you, not the fear. Ask what you do if it vanished this year. Then go do that right here. Left with a zero, richer than before. Left with the zero, richer than before. Everything I lost was a lock upon the door. Nobody chooses this and everybody should. Face beneath the floorboards, doing what it could. Take the whole nothing. It's the cleanest state. That's the only open gate. There was nothing left to protect, so I moved. Everything holds until the exact gram that it doesn't. How to it to me get same number. Pattern for 14 months on the same number. Same lift, same weight, and a very long slumber of no progress. Did everything correctly, slept 8, programmed it all perfectly. Nothing moved, that's the part they don't warn you. Sometimes the honest work does not reward you. I'm on 15, nothing changed in the training. Same everything, and the bar started raising. Like it had been waiting for permission. Nobody could tell me what shifted the position. Body just decided that today was the day. 14 months and nothing paid in one pay. No same to give a rise. Everything at once survives. Not a build you can't observe. Just a threshold and a nerve. Threshold crack, splitting at the seam. Everything that wouldn't move is moving like a dream. Nobody earns it on the day that it happens. Face beneath the platform, breaking into fractions. Push the whole 14 months for the world. That's the only thing that's done. Sub cracks low with the plateaus break. Low and older than the weight. Feel the whole ceiling relocate. Same thing happened with the business in April. 2 years flat and then a quarter that was fatal. To the flatness, nothing changed in the strategy. Nobody can point at the cause with any accuracy. Compounding is invisible right up until it isn't. That's the whole hill. And if you've been at the same number for a year, doing everything right with nothing to show and a fear that it's over, the work is going somewhere you can't see. Thresholds are not gradual. That's the cruelty. And the mercy stay be free. Crack in the threshold, opening a It held for 14 months, then the gram arrived. Just a maybe 40 minutes, that's not a metaphor. That's the actual experience of the state. Time compresses, hunger disappears in the way of everything else quietly leaves the building. Only place I've ever been genuinely willing. Can't summon it, that's the frustrating part. Can't decide to get there, can't schedule the start of it. You can only build the conditions, then wait, no phone, no interruptions, no permission from anybody for
Then a man at a job said the opposite of things. Said you're not too angry, you're just swinging at the wrong stuff. First pin in my life, first person in my life who didn't want to remove it, he wanted the knife. Pointing at a target instead of a room. That's the whole coaching, that's the bloom. Heat up and find a wall, everything can take the fall. Not the people, not the room, just the work, that's the tool. Rage is a tool, useless in a drawer. Everything they tried to take was the reason I could roar at the actual problem. Nobody told me that. Base beneath the workshop, running like a rat. Point the whole thing forward. It'll move a mountain. That's the only working fountain. Sub grinds low with the fury aim. Low and sharper than the blade. Feel the whole heat get named. Built the entire business on that redirection. Same temperature, completely new direction. Nobody at work has ever seen me shout. Everybody at work knows what I'm about, because the work is loud. Even when I'm not, that same rage, that's the whole plot.
And if everyone's been telling you to be calmer, ask yourself honestly whether calm age is smaller or better. Sometimes better. Often it's not the anger, it's not the problem.
it off. That's the shot. Then let it off. That's the shot. Two made of rage pointed at the work. Everything they wanted gone became the actual perk. Nobody removed it, and I finally had space beneath the warehouse floor, completely untamed. Take the whole heated day you built everything here. That's the only engineer. Anger was never the problem, now it's aimed. I went to sleep, one person, and I woke up armed. Nothing happened in the night, that's the strange part. No dream, no revelation, no restart of any kind. Just 8 hours of nothing, then I opened my eyes and I was something different, decided in a way I hadn't been for 4 years, nobody in between. Called my sister at 7, told him what else is it all of it. She's believing me instantly, which tells you a lot about what she's been watching that I hadn't got around to seeing. She said finally, that's the word that calls, she said it kindly. Sleeping, wake up home. Everything that had been loaned comes back sharp and comes back whole. Nothing gradual, just a soul. Sharpened overnight, etched without a stone. Everything that dulled in me came back on its own. Nobody did it, no booking, no talking. Face beneath the bedroom floor, quietly walking. Take the whole morning, I was different at 6. That's the only kind of fix. I'm slow with the day's first light, low and colder and more right. Feel the edge, arrive polite. 6 months later and it hasn't gone dull, which is the part that surprised me. I was full of expectation that it faded in a week. Like every other resolution, I speak into a mirror. This one held its head. Something actually changed, that's the way. And if you're waiting on a bit dramatic moment, a rock bottom speech is somatic component. Sometimes it's Tuesday and you just wake up, done no warning, no reason, no gun. Be ready to act on it. That's the run. Overnight sharpened, holding into fall. Everything I was before is barely there at all. Nobody watched it happen, least of all me. Base beneath the front door, setting something free. Take the whole edge, it came from nowhere at all. That's the only real I went to sleep, one person, I stayed the other one. Halfway through the merge, is the worst place on earth. Long ram short and the traffic doing 80. Truck in the lane and a gap, that's a maybe. Two choices, commit or break completely. Middle option kills you and it kills you neatly. Every year on this exact interchange, somebody
noise, so the foot or the hand completely no hedging. Half of the wreckage I seen was somebody edging into a thing they hadn't actually chosen. Pick it or don't, then be frozen. If you make a decision on something enormous, half and half out and completely unfocused, that's a dangerous place. Not either side, go all the way in or completely step wide. Just don't sit in the middle and ride. Floor, meet the foot, settled in the lane. Everything I hesitate on has cost me the same. Every single time in this one I took, face beneath the highway, closing the book. Take the whole gap, it was always big enough. That's the only honest stuff. The gap was fine, the hesitation was the danger. Nobody gets three. I've watched a lot of people find that out. First one comes gentle and you don't even clock it. Somebody says something and you put it in a pocket and forget. Second one arrives with a date attached to it and you think you got time to wait. Third one doesn't come, that's the actual rule. Everybody learns it and they learn in school. Boss told me at 26 in a corridor, said this is the second time and he walked out the door. Didn't threaten me, didn't escalate, just gave me the number and the number was late. Enough that I heard it, I fixed it that week. Kept the job 11 years, that's the peak. Two comes to nothing comes, everything is in the sums. Not a threat and not a shout, just a number running out that loud. Warning, quieter than the first. Everything that's ending starts with someone at their worst. Being polite about it and simply not calling base beneath the corridor falling. Count the whole warnings, there are never tea. That is it, we guarantee. Sub hums low with the door that shuts. Low and quieter than the guts. Feel the countdown lose its butts. Giving up myself, I do it very plainly. This is the second time, no drama, no mainly. Anything, just the number, then I leave about half of them. Fix it, which I believe is a good rate. The other half didn't hear, same as I almost didn't, same fear. And if somebody in your life has mentioned a thing twice, a partner, a boss, a friend who's been nice about it, that's the last one, there is no third. They won't get louder, they'll just stop saying the word. Fix it this week, be the one who heard. Warning, that was last, giving it a haul. Everything that saved me was a man who was small about it. No speech, no anger, just a count. Basement, the office floor, running the amount. Take the whole second. There is never a third. That's the only mercy heard. Nobody gets three, I got two, and I use them. Yeah, the nothing happens on a Tuesday. That's exactly why. Monday's got weight and everybody's performing. Friday's a party that begins in the morning. Tuesday is nothing, nobody's watching Tuesday, which makes it the single most useful day of the entire week. And I have made it mine. Every good thing I built got built at that time. Hard session Tuesday, hard work Tuesday. Difficult call goes on the Tuesday because nobody expects anything on a Tuesday, so there's no performance and there's no display. Just the actual work in an unwatched room. Tuesday's a laboratory, not a tomb. Tuesday hits nobody loves. Everything is off the books. Not a hero, not a show, just a day that lets you go. Nitro Tuesday, burning in the middle. Everything
Several people have attempted this professionally. All reports available on request. Spoiler, no breath. The training offers always come dressed as improvement. Softer, smoother, easier to schedule around. Every one of them was really a reduction. I read the terms every time and declined. It's not that I can't behave. I'm excellent at behaving. I've done it in rooms that required it, and done it well. The different friends that return to factory settings after. Nothing sticks, nothing carries over, no residue. Color tried on, color remove, won't continue. Very polite about it, entirely unchanged. Untamed, not wild, just done now. There's a distinction, and it took me years to earn it. Untamed, I can be gentle, I can't be governed. Pick whichever of those you can work with. Free, calm, unknown, both things at once. The best relationships I've had understood this instantly. Bang that itch attempted, no improvement plan proposed, just to undo domesticated things, choosing the same direction. That's rarer than love and considerably harder. Domestication makes things safe and slightly dead. I'd rather be difficult and can complete a lot. The trait has never once looked close. Untamed, not wild, just done now. There's a distinction, and it took me years to earn it. Untamed, tonight it's fully visible. Anybody uncomfortable knows the exit. Still out here, still unclaimed. Best condition available. The race is over and I'm still on the track. Not out of confusion, out of appetite. One more slower, louder. Winning quietly is a skill I've never bothered learning. The work was public, the doubt was public, this will be too. Every person who said the thing gets to watch the lab. That's not cruelty, that's just symmetry. I watch people win and immediately look worried, already calculating the next thing, unable to land. I refuse, I'm taking the entire lap at full attention. The moment is the product, not the trophy. Slow it down, arms up, take the whole stretch. This is the part I was working for. Victory lap, I'm not leaving the track yet. Somebody has to enjoy this and it's gonna be me. Victory lap, the celebration is not optional. It's thirsty for every single early morning. Wait, say round bodies rushing me off. Tomorrow the next thing starts and it starts hard. I know that I've scheduled it, it's already in the calendar. But tonight the stadium stays open a while longer, and the next thing can wait until the lights go out. People who never celebrate burn out invisibly. The win has to land in the body or doesn't count. Take the lap, I'm serious, take the whole lap. Victory lap, I'm not leaving the track yet. Somebody has to enjoy this and it's gonna be me. Victory lap, tonight the stadium stays loud. Every person who stayed gets a piece of this. smoke machine that fills a room. Everybody nodding at a well-dressed doom. I read every footnote that they hid from view. Found the little sentence that decided you. Numbers have no conscience, but the hands do. That's the thing that nobody reviews. Put the whole kingdom into one small square. Watch how easily it fits in there. Paper kings ruling over paper towns. Rain is coming heavy on their cardboard crowns. Everything they sign is just a thing to burn. Fire doesn't read and fire doesn't learn. Down the baseline, knocking on the door. Nobody's answering the floor. I don't want the office and I don't want the chair. I want every person who was never there. Give them back the hours that a memo stole. Give them back the pieces of a working soul. There's a kind of power that a page can't hold. Sits inside a stranger who was never sold. Doesn't need a title, doesn't need a seal. Only needs 100 hands that feel. Kings made of paper melting in the storm. Nothing in the archive ever kept us warm. Let the ink run rivers down the marble stair. Everything they governed was already air. Thrones in the gutter, headlines in the drain. Sky turns metal. Sky turns metal. Count it, alright, resin. Drums in the distance and they know my name. Everything I lost is coming back as flame. March through a decade with an empty hand. Now the ground remembers where I chose to stand. I'm made of everything they threw at me. Shopping for the weather, heavier and free. Nobody enlisted, nobody was told. Some of us are born already sold. Hold the line until the sky comes low. Then let go. Steel rain falling on a hollow ground. Thunder is a language and I know the sound. Nothing here surrenders, nothing here retreats. Everything I carry is a thing that beats, 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 beats. Boom, the low and shaking out the fear. Something old is waking up in here. After the noise, there is only the smoke. Half of us laughing at the thing we broke. Victory tastes exactly like the dust. Nothing else remains except the trust. This was never violence, it was only will. Aimed at the quiet that was killing still. Every war I fought was with the smaller me. Wanted every morning that I chose to be. Rain made of steel, washing off the shame. Storm doesn't argue and it doesn't blame. Let the whole horizon open like a wound. Everything is possible at noon.
Signal opening, 1,000 voices load. Look inside our feet, I didn't choose. Everybody screaming with a thing to lose. Scrolling through a war and then a cake design. Somewhere in the middle, I forgot the line. Attention is the only thing they wanna buy. Sell it by the second, never ask you why. I am both a socket in my sleeping brain. Find a quiet channel with a different name. Static in the thinking, cut the wire. Watch the whole machine retire. Bandwidth burning on a thing that isn't mine. 10,000 strangers standing in my mind. Close the tab and let the silence load. Best connection ever is a broken code. No, the baseline eating up the feed. Nothing left to want and nothing left to need. Nothing left to need. Nothing left to need. Algorithm learning what will keep me low. Feeding me a version of myself I know. Broke the little mirror and I walked outside. Air was not a metric and it did not hide it. Everything important has a slower speed. Nothing that I love or I can side a feed. Give me one real hour with a heavy sky. Watch a whole addiction quietly Bandwidth restored to the things I choose. Every second saved is one I cannot lose. Silence is the widest signal in the world. Here when the screen is finally furled. Signal closing, only wind and road. Signal closing, only wind and road. Sun on the edge of everything I know. it's just an hour and it isn't cold. Everything I built will still be here at dawn, standing in the place where I was gone. Oh, no, no. Runner in the last light, burning to the end. Every mile behind me is a thing to send. Let the evening take the color from the sky. Nothing here was wasted and I don't ask why. Sun below the world and I keep going. static and the signal warm and flawed. That's the only proof I'm not a fraud.
And I lock hard in a digital frame. Nothing here compresses and it doesn't take a name. I don't want the update if it takes away the noise. Everything that hurts me is a part of what I choose. Something low and wobbling out of key.
Beautiful because it isn't clean.
Somebody was crying on a train at 9:30. Everybody looking at a rectangle of light. I sat with the sound and let it wreck my afternoon. Best thing I have felt in a considerable moon. If they make a future where the feeling is a choice, please remember someone had to argue for the noise. Nothing that is perfect ever moved a single soul. Broken is the interface that makes a person whole. Heart made of analog, coming in the new. Nothing about it is a thing I'd wanna lose. Let the future come with all its polished ease. I'll be in the static, gloriously displeased.
Something old still beating and it's fine.
Let her do a countdown through the day. Found a door unlocked at the top of someone's world. Concrete and antennas and a whole horizon curled. Nobody official ever came to check our claim. 6 of us in speakers and we did need a name. Rules were written quickly on the back of a receipt. Nobody's a stranger and there's nothing to compete. Bring what you are carrying and take what you require. All in all we needed was the tending of the fire. Look at all the lights that we don't own. Best place I have ever called a home. Rooftop Republic, 4 floors from the sky. Citizens of nothing and enormously alive. Nobody's collecting and there's nothing here to buy. Everything worth having is the reason we're up high. Up the baseline, lifting off the tar. Nobody remembers where we are. Somebody will graduate and somebody will leave. Someone gets a job with an alarming kind of sleep. That's the way it goes and it is not a thing to mourn. Everything that ended was enormous when it's born. 20 years from now in a considerable chair, someone's gonna picture the antennas in the air. Nothing in the office will approximate the height. That's the only kingdom that we govern. Republic on a rooftop, dissolving into day. Everyone a founder and we're all about to stray. Let the city take us and divide us into lanes. Somewhere up above us there's a nation that remains. Up the baseline, lifting off the tar.